Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Monday, May the 5th of 2025. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines tonight, family outraged as Inspector Noel secures bail following first court appearance for murder of Wellington Welsh. Grenada records another murder over the weekend. And Media Workers Association of Grenada elects new executive. Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Kamala Prasad Processor eyes Grenada gas deal, while Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell and OECS heads to meet with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. In regional news, Trinidad Prime Minister says Dragon gas deal is dead, while internationally, Australia's re-elected government to tackle domestic impact of global economic uncertainty. Coming up in sports, GSS to play GBSS in opener of junior schools cricket tournament from tomorrow, while 15-man squad selected by Windies for upcoming ODI series against Ireland and England. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Emotions boiled over outside the St. George's Magistrates Court earlier today as murder-accused Police Inspector Kellon Noel was scheduled to make his first court appearance. The case stems from a deadly shooting during the recently held Sunset City Festival in Victoria, St. Mark that claimed the life of 46-year-old Wellington Welsh, affectionately known by many as Wello. GBN's Nisha Paul reports.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that what good for the good is good for the young, ain't it? Yeah, why they have to bring Kellon inside it? Why they didn't pass him here as other prisoner? Yeah. So because he's a police, or you have to go and hide him inside it? No, to pass him here to let everybody, let the crowd see him too. Yep. Why you hide him for now? You hide him to come in and you hide him to go. Is that fair?
But I find out just because you don't make nobody see nothing. You just pass the police behind me back and we never see your face. Everything just go on just. Yeah. I feeling hot in my brother. How could I do? I just talking my rights, and that's unfair for what go on there.
That was Keisha and Alithan Welsh, the older siblings of the deceased 46-year-old Wellington Welsh. Tensions ran high outside the St. George's Magistrates Court on Monday as family members and supporters gathered demanding justice. A heavy police presence was evident outside the court, but there was no visible sign of Inspector Kellon Noel, who was taken to court via an alternative route. Noel is charged with non-capital murder in connection with the death of Welsh. Noel is charged with non-capital murder in connection with the death of Welsh. Noel is also facing 3 counts of grievous harm related to injuries sustained by others during the same shooting incident at the Sunset City Festival in Victoria on April 27. The police officer was notably protected from public view, a move that sparked outrage from Welsh's relatives and supporters.
it is a firm demonstration of the kind of inequality you find within the judiciary, and the police system. When the oppressed and the downtrodden commit petty crimes, there's thieves. They bring them in front of the court, or handcuffed, with cameras all over them. But when those police officers commit their crime, they hide them. And we hope that the system will not allow him to leave this country. And, at this point, when he's an inspector, I want to commit that crime, there is no excuse for it, and we are looking for 100 years for this gentleman.
That was Yasin Kibawi, chairman of the 360 Movement, political movement. Legal counsel for the Welsh family, attorney Anselm Clouden, also shared his view on this development.
It is rather unfortunate. The signal that is being given to the public at large is that something is amiss. The court was filled this morning with police officers, high rank. That gives a very confusing perception to the public at large. And one can only hope that justice would prevail in this matter.
Director of Public Prosecutions, Christopher Nelson KC, told GBN that this standard security measure has been adopted in the past and is not new or unique to police officers.
As you know, the court compound is not a secure compound. In other countries, accused persons are taken into court directly via special entrances to a basement or a special lobby, and they are never seen in the public. We do not have that facility. So in cases where there is a perception that there may be crowd control issues, there may be security issues, and given the inappropriate facilities we have, that measure has been adopted in the past. It is not unique to police officers.
Noel, who previously served as the officer in charge of the Victoria Police Station and was also the sergeant at arms for the RGPF, has since been suspended from duty. He appeared before Chief Magistrate Francine Foster and was ordered remanded to Richmond Hill Prison until his next court mention set for May 23rd. Shortly after, his attorney Benjamin Hood filed an application for bail with the High Court, the only jurisdiction authorized to hear such requests in indictable matters. GBN has been reliably informed that bail was granted to Noel with specific conditions. However, the specifics have not yet been disclosed. Welsh, a father of two and a property caretaker from Nunparel, was shot in the head and died at the General Hospital after 2 days in critical condition. Family members of the deceased told reporters that neither Noel or members of his family have reached out to apologize for the unfortunate fatal shooting. Welsh's death has shaken the community of St. Mark and reignited conversations about police accountability and the use of force during public events. A preliminary inquiry into the charges against Noel is scheduled to begin at the Victoria Magistrates Court on August 25th. GBN will continue to follow this developing story. For GBN News, I am Nisha Paul.
A Grand Anse resident was killed following a chopping incident in Mount Hartman on Saturday afternoon, according to the Royal Grenada Police Force, RGPF. The victim, identified as 30-year-old Dylan Caliste of Mount Hartman, sustained a serious neck wound during an altercation with another individual around 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. He was taken to the General Hospital but later died from his injuries. Police said one male individual is in custody and assisting with the ongoing investigation. As of Monday, no charges have been filed, and the circumstances leading up to the altercation are still being determined. In a brief statement, the RGPF extended condolences to the family and friends of Mr. Caliste and urged anyone with information to come forward. Abolishing the death penalty, legalizing abortion, repealing sections 430 and 431 of the Criminal Code, adopting measures to strengthen freedom of expression and accessing information are among the many changes that countries viewing Grenada's Human Rights Report have recommended. More in this report.
Roxy McLeish Hutchinson, Permanent Secretary with responsibility for Foreign Affairs in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development, led Grenada's delegation for the 2025 Universal Periodic Review, the UPR, which was conducted in Geneva today, May 5th. She was supported by Ray Thomas from the Ministry of Legal Affairs. The UPR is a United Nations process where all 193 UN member states are reviewed on their human rights records every 4.5 years. On January 27, 2020 in Geneva, Grenada received 148 recommendations following its presentation. Germany, in its recommendation, praised the initiatives undertaken by Grenada towards women and recommended repealing the section of the law that discriminates against sexual orientation.
Germany welcomes the delegation of Grenada and commends Grenada for its efforts to respect, protect and promote human rights, including to combat violence and discrimination against women and with respect to economic, social and cultural rights. Germany also commends Grenada for cooperating with the UN human rights system, including treaty bodies.
Guyana, in its presentation, welcomed the draft Sex Offenders Registry Law and the changes made to the Education Act, which increased the age at which children can leave school.
We join others in commending the delegation for their comprehensive report. We commend Grenada on the many strides it has made since the last cycle in implementing recommendations from the last review and the passage and enactment of several important legislations, which include the compulsory school age legislation of 2024. Our commendations to Grenada for addressing the pension reforms for the public sector employees and the ongoing collaboration with the International Labour Organization to address the conditions of work.
The delegation of Iceland also expressed both praise and concerns about Grenada's human rights records and offered 6 suggestions that may not only require legislative changes, but a constitutional change.
In the spirit of constructive engagement, Iceland recommends the following. 1. Abolish the death penalty. 2. Ratify the second operational protocol of the ICCPR. 3. Adopt the reproductive health rights policy, ensuring impactful, sustainable and equitable action on sexual and reproductive health and rights. 4. Amend the criminal code to legalize abortion under all circumstances. 5. Eliminate barriers to justice for GBV survivors by abolishing the requirement for third-party cooperation in sexual violence cases. 6. Provide comprehensive sexuality education in schools. 7. Decriminalize same-sex relations between consenting adults by repealing Articles 430 and 431 of the Criminal Code. 8. Introduce comprehensive anti-discrimination laws and ensure legal protection for persons of diverse societies. I wish Grenada all success for its review. I thank you.
For GBN News, Janelle Dick.
Veteran journalist Callistra Ferrier has been elected president of the Media Workers Association of Grenada, MWAG. The election was done during MWAG's annual general meeting held on Saturday, May the 3rd. Ferrier is a founding member of the association, and she says one of her main priorities is to advocate for press freedom and workers' rights in Grenada.
Obviously, I am pleased to be the president as a founding member. It's coming full circle here to be able to lead the association. There's a lot to be done. We need to energize our membership, of course, and then there are a lot of matters that we need to address that will go towards lifting standards in Grenada for the media, and also to offer some sort of protection for our media people as they go out to do their jobs. So one of the biggest things that we have to work on in this term is a Freedom of Information Act. Our members keep meeting roadblocks, unnecessary roadblocks, a lot of the time when we need to get information that is of public interest, information that we ought to be able to have access to in order to inform the public, and their roadblocks there. So we will be engaging the government. We had already started engaging the government on the need for a Freedom of Information Act, and of course I will intensify that moving forward.
Ferrier, known for her decades-long contribution to journalism in Grenada, now leads a newly elected executive committed to advancing the interests of media professionals across the Tri-Island state. The other newly elected members are Sophia Phillip as first vice president, Nisha Paul as second vice president, Ronald Patterson as treasurer, Nisha Peters as secretary, and Tahira Burke as assistant secretary and treasurer. The new executive also plans to prioritize media training and strengthening industry standards, says Ferrier.
I want to take a look at standards among media houses as well. We feel that we need to up the game a little bit in terms of what we present to the public, and we'll work on that as well. Training, an important aspect of it. We will be working on that. We'll deal with stuff like welfare issues, like a group health insurance, because a lot of our members do not have access to that in their workplaces. Also, cost of living, a big problem in Grenada, and one of the ways that we hope to try to alleviate some of the pressure on our members is with a discount program, a collaboration between MWAG and some specific business houses to get a discount program going so that members can at least get some relief in that area. Those are some of the issues. And of course, Media Week is usually held in June, and we hope that we can get that off the ground as well, because I think it helps to bring media people together and serves as a reminder of who we are and what we do, that we can energize ourselves and move forward after Media Week.
MWAG plays a crucial role in uniting media professionals and promoting ethical journalism in Grenada. Coming up in network news, Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister Kamala Persad eyes Grenada gas deal. Stay with us.
Have you heard about the new Softweave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Softweave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Softweave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Are you looking to further your education but need financial support? Arise Credit Union is here to help. With our educational loan, you can pursue your dreams. Whether you're working and studying, taking professional online courses, or engaging in full-time education, we've got you covered. Our flexible repayment options and competitive interest rates provide the right support for you on this journey. Visit Arise Credit Union. Apply today. Take control today and own your own education.
Paying is faster and easier with Glow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Climate change is real. Storms are getting stronger and droughts are lasting longer. Are you prepared for what's ahead? At Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited, we want to help you protect your investments. Build for the future with a BFF loan. Make climate-smart upgrades and strengthen your home to withstand nature's unpredictability. Get 100% financing to build or purchase a home or make additions to your existing structure. Enjoy discounts on related loan fees and special benefits when you choose climate-resilient solutions. We are also offering financing of up to $50,000 unsecured for your home upgrades. Invest in renewable energy, energy-efficient appliances, water storage, and so much more. The time is now to ensure your investments can withstand climate change. Invest in your home, protect your family, and secure your future with a BFF loan. You have a BFF in Co-op Bank. Visit our website for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home. In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. First, make a family disaster plan and ensure that everyone in your household is familiar and comfortable with it. Remember to add batteries and flashlights to your emergency kit. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
No, girl, that was yesterday. I can't believe Wally said that. She didn't.
Mom, can you help me, please? I'm having some trouble understanding.
No, are you serious?
Mom, can you help me, please?
So you all sit down and say that? Okay then, bye. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's ensure that you're well prepared for this exam.
Parents, you have a crucial role to play in helping to prepare your children for the CPEA exams. Help them or seek additional help so that they can revise the concepts they learn at school and give them a better chance to be successful and move on to the next phase of their lives. A message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Dreaming of home ownership? Republic Bank invites you to the Building Dreams Your Path to Home Ownership Mortgage Expo. Join us for an exciting day filled with resources for your home ownership journey, featuring home improvement stores, building supplies, real estate options, insurance solutions, and much more. Don't miss our insightful presentations on smart financial planning for homeowners, the legal blueprint of home ownership, a homeowner's guide to the right insurance, and the building and approval process, what you need to know. Mark your calendars for May 3rd, 2025 at the Radisson Crown Ballroom in Grand Dance from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking to upgrade, this is the event for you. Join us at the Building Dreams Mortgage Expo on May 3rd and take the first step towards owning your new home.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Have you ever wondered how you can benefit from the Grenada Citizenship by Investment Program? Then IMA Grenada invites you to its public forum on May 13th at 5:30 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Regulations have changed to create more space for local participation, for local developers and those who want to become local developers to tap into new opportunities. Hear from top experts from the CBI Committee, IMA Grenada, and GIDC. This is your opportunity to learn the process, ask your questions, and learn how to be involved. So don't miss this chance. Remember, Grenada Trade Center at 5:30 p.m. on May 13th. See you there.
With just $2, you can gift yourself with a chance to win the Lotto jackpot. Now, imagine winning the National Lotteries Authority jackpot of $52,000. Why pass upon this winning opportunity? Lotto, play and win a lot of money.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building
or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Processor eyes Grenada gas deal. Details in this report from Beverly Telesford.
The Energy Chamber of Trinidad and Tobago has described a possible natural gas deal with Grenada as an exciting opportunity for both nations. The chamber issued a statement on Sunday in response to remarks made by Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Processor, who revealed plans to dispatch newly appointed Energy Minister Dr. Rudal Munilal to Grenada to explore opportunities for energy cooperation.
But I have a surprise for you. I intend to send my Minister of Energy to Grenada because I'm being told that Grenada offshore has more gas and oil than the Dragon Field. So shall we explore that?
The chamber highlighted that natural gas was discovered in 2017 in the Nutmeg well located in waters between Trinidad and Grenada. However, it noted that little information has been released about the find since then. Further, the chamber emphasized that if developed, the field could present significant economic benefits for Trinidad and Tobago. Meanwhile, former Energy Minister Stuart Young has cautioned the government against entering into new gas agreements with regional countries, including Grenada. According to TTT News, he raised concerns about pursuing fresh deals in the sector at this time.
He also cautioned the newly minted Prime Minister not to dive into talks with other countries such as Grenada, Barbados, and Suriname, as there are presently no proven reserves. He said the Raleigh-led administration already held discussions with those countries.
The Nutmeg field, situated roughly 100 kilometers southwest of Grenada and within its maritime boundary, remains a relatively untapped source. Trinidad and Tobago and Grenada first signed a Memorandum of Understanding, or MOU, on joint energy exploration in September 2012. The agreement, signed by then Energy Minister Kevin Ramnarine and Grenada's Minister for Finance and Energy Nazim Burke, outlined plans for a broad range of cooperative activities, including joint technical programs and projects, collaborative seismic surveys and exploration, shared development of hydrocarbon reservoirs across maritime borders, and joint bid rounds for resource development. At the time, TNT's Ministry of Energy noted that it was the first such an MOU between Trinidad and a fellow CARICOM country, aligned with the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas, which promotes sustainable development of regional natural resources. Burke praised the agreement as a platform not only for joint exploration and exploitation of hydrocarbons, but also for skill building and technology transfer between the two Caribbean nations. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell departed Grenada on Sunday, May the 4th for Washington, D.C., where he joins fellow heads of government from the OECS and the Bahamas for high-level discussions with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. The meeting, scheduled for Tuesday, May the 6th, aims to address key issues impacting both the United States and the Caribbean region. It reflects the region's ongoing commitment to enhancing diplomatic ties and will focus on exploring opportunities for collaboration in areas such as regional security and economic development. The Grenadian delegation includes Joseph Andel, Minister for Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development, His Excellency Tarley Francis, Ambassador to the United States, and Dr. Wendell Cornwall, Counselor at the Washington Mission. Further information will be provided following the conclusion of the meeting. Prime Minister Mitchell is expected to return to Grenada on Wednesday, May the 7th, 2025. In his absence, Andy Williams, Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, is acting as Prime Minister. Next, in network news, Navy comfort to return to Grenada. We'll be right back with the details.
Heritage Theatre presents Breaking Out, the Grenada Love Story, featuring Robert White and Lisa Grappi, written and directed by Chris DeRiggs.
But I still love you, Richie.
You love me and you're hard in me. 4 big performances, Saturday 24th and Sunday 25th May at the Grenada Trade Center, Saturday 31st May and Sunday 1st June at Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. Showtime 7 p.m. sharp.
He's the love of my life, Auntie. You have to marry a man for other things besides love, child.
Get your tickets at Mitchell's Pharmacy in Grand Anse, Gittins Health and Wellness Wall Street, Gabriel's Pharmacy Pedmata, St. David Pharmacy, St. Andrew Pharmacy, Art and Soul Boutique at Spiceland Mall, 3B's Shoe Store, and GoToFed.com. Breaking Out. Come out and enjoy Grenadian theater at its best.
This ad complements Classic Lighting Caribbean.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinaire Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
Manage, expand, don't call me small. I'm dreaming big, I'm gonna have it all. ACB, SME, start, manage, expand. Taking on all my competition, got the whole bag's attention. ACB, best financial solution. My business has a good reputation. Ready for success? Call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more. ACB, Start, manage, expand your business today.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please.
Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet?
Yes, multi-X, all of them.
Smart. Best value bet. Backup and multi-X. You cannot go wrong.
Don't matter the bets, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Meet Mom. She's not just the wake up at the crack of dawn, make breakfast and pack bags kind of mom. She also gets her fitness game on. Yeah, she's the don't let anyone forget anything kind of mom. At the same time, she's the runs her own business, closing deals kind of mom, who finds time to get down and boogie with the kids after school, remodel the house, bake cake, host dinner, and even play her favorite game at the end of the day kind of mom. So let's celebrate Mom, because to us, she's so much more.
Need to install or repair your plumbing? We've got you covered. Whether you're setting up a new washing machine, replacing a leaking faucet, or fixing that pesky dripping pipe, the Plumbing Supply Store is your go-to place in Grenada. We offer a wide range of plumbing products to make both new installations and maintenance a breeze. Our shelves are stocked with top quality products, including pressure and waste fittings. And if you've been struggling with blocked drains, have you heard of Melt? This powerful drain-on-blocker liquid is a game changer, designed to prevent and clear blockages, making it ideal for hairdressers dealing with clogged wash sinks. We also carry a wide selection of repair kits and replacement parts to bring new life to all plumbing fixtures. Visit us today on the Woodlands Main Road or call 444-1377 for expert advice, top-notch products, and a warm welcome. At the Supply Store, we do everything plumbing.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
A floating beacon of care returns as the U.S. Navy hospital ship Comfort will dock in Grenada once again to offer free medical services to thousands. More from Rena Pierre-Thomas.
United States Navy hospital ship Comfort is scheduled to be back in Grenada in June. The massive medical vessel, one of the world's largest of its kind, is scheduled to dock in Grenada from June 10th to the 14th, delivering free medical services to more than 5,000 Grenadians. This will be Comfort's third mission to Grenada, following previous visits in 2019 and 2023. During the 5-day humanitarian mission, U.S. Navy medical professionals will team up with local healthcare workers to provide care at various community clinics. Director of Medical Services, Dr. Taisha Donald, outlined the medical services that will be available to the public.
Having during that period of time a massive health fair, which would be held at the Grenada National Stadium, and it would be between the 10th to the 14th of June. And on those days, services would be offered to persons in terms of screening, offering dental services, and a wide range of services which are generally offered within the health fair settings. Of note, one of the areas that we are very pleased to announce is that of having the Comfort ship on our shores means that surgical interventions would also be performed, and so a number of our people would benefit very much from such. The areas that will be covered would be pediatric surgery, general surgery, plastic surgery, and cataract surgeries.
Dr. Donald also informed the public about how to access these services.
How do you access the care? Now, the care can be accessed through our existing system. So persons who have interest in receiving care or any of these surgical interventions can attend their district clinics, and they would be seen by their district doctors, would have their assessment conducted, and pre-op checks. We would now compile a full list, which would have a second round of testing and assessments by the team from the ship. And they will now make a determination of how many cases that can be done during that time period.
Francis Herrera, Grenada's principal officer at the U.S. Embassy, said the U.S. government is happy once again to render medical services to the people of Grenada.
This mission represents more than just the medical care. It's about people helping people, sharing expertise, resources, and goodwill. The mission will include free medical services, public health training, subject matter expert exchanges, and community engagement, all developed in close coordination with the government of Grenada. Planning for this mission has involved close cooperation between our two governments, and we are grateful to the Ministry of Health and local stakeholders for their active role. With these joint efforts are a reflection of the deep, enduring partnership between the United States and Grenada.
The Comfort's return to Grenada affirms strong bilateral ties while ensuring thousands benefit from quality medical care right at their doorstep. Rena Pierre-Thomas, GBN News.
A new chapter of ownership begins for over 30 Grenadians as they now hold deeds to their own land. Here's another report from Rena Pierre-Thomas.
39 proud Grenadians are waking up as official landowners after receiving legal deeds through the government's land tenure regulation program. The historic handover marked a life-changing moment for residents who have called Crown lands home for decades. Their new ownership status will allow them to access economic opportunities such as financing and home development. Prime Minister the Honorable Deacon Mitchell highlighted the transformational impact of securing legal ownership of land in Grenada.
We don't have universal land ownership anywhere in the world. And so getting and being in a place where you can own your property, your land, your little piece of Grenada, as the Attorney General says, is something special, and it is something that should not be taken for granted. So this is not just about economic empowerment. It is also about making sure that we understand as a people that if you don't own your land and you don't empower your citizens to own your land, you are running the risk that your citizens are going to start going backward rather than forward.
Beneficiaries from communities such as River Road, Tempe, Mount Rush, and Lackalome received their legal documents during the ceremony. Minister for Agriculture, Lands and Forestry, the Honorable Lennox Andrew, said the handover represents a major turning point for families who now have the stability and confidence that comes with land ownership.
So you can now take that piece of paper, and in some cases it's a big 3-page paper, with the signature of the Governor General on it, giving you the right and the claim of ownership of that piece of the Grenadian rock.
To date, over 10,000 land records have been digitized and surveys completed for more than 1,200 lots. Legal documents are being processed by a team of private attorneys engaged in the project. As Phase 1 near completion, the ministry has already begun identifying and verifying new applicants for Phase 2 of the program. Attorney General and Minister for Legal Affairs, Senator Claudette Joseph, told recipients that this is about more than just lands. It's about creating generational change and improving quality of life.
This program gives you ownership that you can then use to create wealth for yourselves and your families, to leverage in order to improve many of the homes that already sit on these lands, and to leave for the next generation something on which they can build a better life on.
The land tenure regulation program is expected to address over 4,000 cases as part of the government's land reform agenda to strengthen communities and secure the future of thousands of Grenadians. Rena Pierre-Thomas, GBN News.
Don't go anywhere. Sports and around the globe are coming up right after the break.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
When you need your
prescription filled, or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grandans, Victoria Street, Brandon, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, so no. Fully, 1 week. Nah. Telling you. You them boss dragon. Hello. You see that? About 10 dollars, them man make a order, man. Me a 38, man. But you man 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run, man. That easy. No what? Nice. Yeah. Look number 1. Ah, yeah, me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Class Good, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Good evening, sports fans. Grenville Secondary will face the Grenada Boys Secondary School in the first round of action in the Ministry of Sports Junior Secondary School Cricket Tournament. The action bowls off tomorrow at 10 a.m. at the Pearls Playing Field. Junior cricket coach in the ministry is Troy George.
So it's a 20-over tournament. Colored clothes, white balls, so it's entertainment. And we just around a month the tournament will be run for. So it's the beginning of the junior tournament, and this is where we really look for scouting for talent and showcasing the youngsters, getting them up. So the initiative here is just to put them in a driving seat to showcase their talent, and I'm looking for the next Andre Fletcher, Teddy Bishop, Ryan John, and so forth. Well, it's an annual one, and there's some different things that we add into it, making it more spectacular in terms of the white ball and the shortened version of the game this year. We're going to copy a couple things from the IPL. That's the batsman with the most runs, so he probably have a purple cap. The bowler with the most wicket, he might have an orange cap, and so forth, just to make things a lot spicy and entertaining. And plus, we have sponsorship from Quality Life Sports for this tournament.
Cricket West Indies has unveiled an exciting and dynamic 15-member squad for 3 one-day international ODI matches against Ireland from May the 21st to the 25th and another 3 against England from May 29th to June 3rd. The squad has the nucleus of players who were successful during home series wins against England and Bangladesh to end 2024. The highly anticipated tour will be the first one of this year for the limited overs team and provides an opportunity for CWI to focus on building its ODI team ahead of the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup in 2027. CWI also announced changes to the coaching staff for the tour. Former West Indies fast bowler and 2012 World Cup champion Ravi Rampal will be the team's bowling coach, replacing James Franklin. CWI will also utilize the services of former Ireland all-rounder Kevin O'Brien as part of the coaching staff during the Ireland leg of the tour. West Indies ODI squad, here they are. Shea Hope will be captain, Joel Andrew, Kesey Carty, Roston Chase, Matthew Ford, Justin Graves, Amir Jangu, Alzari Joseph, Chamar Joseph, Brandon King, Evan Lewis, Gudakesh Modi, Sherfain Rutherford, Jaden Seals, and Romario Shepherd. The Guyana Amazon Warriors are set to return for Season 2 of the ExxonMobil Guyana Global Super League, or GSL, which will take place from July 10th to the 18th, 2025 at the Providence Stadium in Guyana. As hosts of the prestigious International T20 tournament, the Amazon Warriors will be one of 5 elite franchises from around the world vying for the GSL title and a share of the U.S. $1 million prize fund. The tournament, created to unite top cricketing talent from across the globe, promises a week of high-octane competition and a celebration of cricketing cultures. Fresh off a runner-up finish in the 2024 Caribbean Premier League, or CPL, the Amazon Warriors bring pedigree and passion to the GSL stage. A model of consistency in the CPL, the Warriors have qualified for the playoffs every season and reached the final an astounding 7 times. Though they narrowly missed the GSL final last year, edged out on net run rate after a spirited campaign, the Warriors left a lasting impression both on and off the field. The GSL, which debuted in 2024, is designed to foster international camaraderie through cricket, bringing together top franchises in a unique global showdown. With the Amazon Warriors leading the charge at home, the 2025 edition is expected to surpass its predecessors in spectacle, competition, and cultural celebration. That's what's been happening in the world of sports. And now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. Prime Minister Mrs. Kamala Prasad-Bissessar says government has alternate plans to ensure the revitalization of the energy industry, and those plans do not include the dragon gas deal.
We have now a government in place in Trinidad and Tobago, and the first order of business is boots on the ground and get to work. We have a lot of work to do.
Prime Minister Kamala Prasad-Bissessar made several surprise announcements following the swearing-in of her cabinet on Saturday. Among them were the Stand Your Ground laws and home invasion laws, as well as granting firearm users licenses to law-abiding citizens. But one that stood out the most was TNT's push in the energy industry, Grenada, to be precise.
But I have a surprise for you. I intend to send my Minister of Energy to Grenada because I'm being told that Grenada offshore has more gas and oil than the Dragon field. So shall we explore that?
The Prime Minister said her administration would not move forward with the previous government's Dragon gas deal.
That is dead. It is dead. They kept it alive for 10 years. And we couldn't do that in 10 years. Let's look right in the current. Grenada, Guyana, Sudan.
Meanwhile, Minister of Energy and Energy Industries, Dr. Rudal Munilal, said it's his intention to position TNT as the energy capital of the Caribbean.
Even before the swearing-in, the Guyanese government and officials there have expressed interest in having arrangements with Trinidad and Tobago and discussions pertaining to gas. And it is something that we will quickly engage the government and the relevant officials in Guyana.
And with regard to the Oando deal with the Point-A-Pay refinery, Dr. Munilal said it is on his agenda and would also pursue an independent assessment of the state of the refinery.
And on Monday, I will be calling for all notes and minutes and reports of all the meetings that Mr. Stuart Young and Dr. Rowley attended pertaining to the energy sector in Trinidad and Tobago. I will be reviewing any and all arrangements with the entity that was being proposed to buy, lease, take the refinery.
Prime Minister Kamala Prasad-Bissessar, though, assured that it is government's intention and promise to reopen the refinery.
Venezuela has accused the International Court of Justice, the ICJ, of being influenced by, quote, anti-Venezuelan corporate interests, and reiterated that the 1966 Geneva Agreement is the only valid path to resolve the long-standing border dispute with Guyana. Despite the ICJ's clear ruling, Caracas calls for a return to bilateral negotiations, a move Guyana has outright rejected. In a strongly worded statement, the Venezuelan government dismissed the ICJ's authority. It reaffirmed plans to proceed with regional elections in the disputed Essequibo region, a territory under Guyanese administration, on May 25, 2025. Responding to these developments, Carl Greenidge, Guyana's agent at the ICJ, said that jurisdiction is not Venezuela's decision to make. Quote, Venezuela is a member of the United Nations, and once a court case arises at the ICJ involving a member, the court has a process to determine jurisdiction. That process has already been followed. Greenidge emphasized that Venezuela cannot selectively adhere to the Geneva Agreement or international rulings. He labeled President Nicolas Maduro's call for direct negotiations as, quote, misleading, accusing him of attempting to rewrite history and play the victim to deflect from the ICJ's binding decisions.
In a strongly worded statement, Venezuela accused the ICJ process of being manipulated by anti-Venezuelan corporate interests. It reiterated that the Geneva Agreement remains the only valid path for resolving the border dispute and urged Guyana to return to direct negotiations. In response, Guyana's agent to the ICJ, Carl Greenidge, told this newscast that jurisdiction is not Venezuela's decision to make.
Venezuela is a member of the United Nations, and once you are a member of the United Nations and a court case arises at the ICJ which involves you, the court has a process by which it goes through to establish whether or not it can have jurisdiction.
Greenidge added that Venezuela is bounded by the 1966 Geneva Agreement and cannot selectively disregard it.
The International Court of Justice has looked at this complaint by Venezuela, suggesting that the court didn't have jurisdiction, and it has dismissed it.
He also dismissed President Nicolas Maduro's call for bilateral negotiations, calling it misleading.
And trying to rewrite the history and claim that you are a victim is really not going to prevent them dealing with the consequences of the court's decision.
Venezuela has scheduled regional elections in the disputed Essequibo region for May 25, 2025, despite the ICJ's ruling. In a statement on Friday, Guyana's Ministry of Foreign Affairs said it expects Venezuela to act responsibly and comply with the court's binding decision issued on December 1, 2023 and May 1, 2025. Guyana also reaffirmed it will not engage in bilateral talks over Venezuela's claim of nullity of the 1899 arbitral award, which underpins Venezuela's claim to nearly two-thirds of Guyana's territory. Tiana Cole reporting for the HGP Night 3 News.
Australia's re-elected government says its top priority is managing the domestic impact of global economic uncertainty. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and the Labour Party secured a historic victory in Saturday's election. Now, a key challenge for the new government will be navigating its bilateral relationships with the U.S. and China.
The post-election celebrations are over, and it's back to Canberra for the re-elected Prime Minister. Anthony Albanese becoming the first Australian leader to win back-to-back elections in more than 2 decades. Prime Minister said he had a warm and positive phone call with US President Donald Trump. He said they spoke about defence ties and tariffs. Recent surveys have shown the Australian public's trust in the US has fallen after the imposition of tariffs on all countries, including Australia, which faces a 10% levy.
Treasurer Jim Chalmers says the direct impact of US tariffs on Australia is manageable, but there is what he called a huge downside risk for the global economy, with a trade war brewing between the United States and China casting a shadow over the world.
Donald Trump told reporters at the White House he's very friendly with Albanese. Analysts say the unpredictability of the Trump administration will continue to cause disruptions for Australia. relationship between China and Australia had soured under the previous Conservative government. In Albanese's first term, that relationship improved substantially. Maintaining those ties will be key in the coming years. It is Australia's top trading partner. Analysts say a slowdown in China sparked by the US-China trade war will have international implications. The local impact of a changing global economy is already being felt by small business owner Debbie, who sells customizable craft supplies online, with suppliers looking for alternative markets to the US and increasingly attracting Australian consumers.
That's what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Family outraged as Inspector Noel secures bail following first court appearance for murder of Wellington Welsh. Grenada records another murder over the weekend, and Media Workers Association of Grenada elects a new executive. Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar eyes Grenada gas deal, and Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell and OACS heads meet with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. In regional news, Trinidad Prime Minister says Dragon gas deal is dead, while internationally, Australia's re-elected government to tackle domestic impact of global economic uncertainty. In sports, GSS to play GBSS in the opener of Junior Schools Cricket Tournament from tomorrow, while 15-man squad selected by Windies for upcoming ODI series against Ireland and England. If you miss any part of this newscast, there'll be a rebroadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you for joining us. We hope to see you again tomorrow night.